Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little pot holder that can hold pots. You'll need some t-shirt yarn and needles that are a tight but comfortable gauge for your yarn. And if you want to see how I made this yarn myself out of an old t-shirt, check out my last video. So to begin, you're going to make a slip knot, place it on your needle, and you've cast on your first stitch. For row 1, you're going to yarn over. I stabilize that yarn over with my thumb and knit into that first stitch. You now have 2 stitches on your needle. We're going to repeat that by beginning the next row with a yarn over, and knit into the next 2 stitches. And that's all there is to it for the first half of your pot holder. You will just start each row with a yarn over and then knit all remaining stitches. After several rows, your piece will start to look like this. You can see the yarn overs are creating a nice border while simultaneously growing your piece. You can continue the increase rows until your pot holder is as wide as you'd like, but I wanted to make sure I used as much of my DIY t-shirt yarn as I could without running out. To do this, I weighed my ball before I started the project. It was 120 grams. So I continued knitting until I had a little over 60 grams left before I started the decrease rows to be sure I'd have enough yarn to finish. Now it's time to start the decrease rows. To maintain your yarn over border, we're still going to start with a yarn over, but then you'll do an SSK, or a slip-slip-knit decrease. You'll slip the first 2 stitches knitwise, and then knit them together through the back loop. Then knit up to the last 2 stitches. When you get to the last 2 stitches, you're just going to knit them together. Then repeat. Yarn over, slip, slip, knit, knit to the last 2 stitches and knit 2 together. And now might be a good time to mention that I'll have a downloadable written version of this pattern available on my blog, and that's linked down below. If you hold your yarn in your right hand, I'll demonstrate what the yarn over SSK might look like for you. When you knit them together, you might want to stabilize that yarn over with your left hand. And be careful not to make the yarn over too tight. When you've repeated your decrease rows to the point where you only have 4 stitches left on your needle, you're going to yarn over, SSK, and then pass the yarn over to bind it off. Then you'll knit the last 2 stitches together. With just 2 stitches on your needle, you can bind off. Cut your yarn and thread the tail through that last stitch. And that's it. There's your t-shirt yarn pot holder. I hope you enjoyed this pattern and let me know what you might make with your t-shirt yarn. Thanks for watching. Bye!